Hello friends, look what I found in the workshop. 2 pieces of wood and a few bolts. First, let's start by sanding to clean the wood. I sand it easily with the sanding disc attached to this angle grinder. This tool is practical and gives fast results. Let's do a few passes with the hand planer to take the sharpness off the edges. We wouldn't want the sharp edges of the wood to cut our hands. I am drawing 3 lines spaced 14 centimeters or about 5.5 inches. Apart on the back to install the nuts for the bolts. Now we will drill holes at the spots we measured, just deep enough for the nuts to fit. The drill bit should be one size smaller than the nuts. Now, using a drill bit the size of the bolts, we will drill inside these holes again, this way. There will be clearance for the screw to pass through after we hammer in the nuts. Now I have 4 small bolts in my hand. To make the slots for these small bolts, I am drawing 4 lines spaced 4 centimeters or about 1.5 inches apart. We will use the small bolts to hang keychains. You can use the 3 large bolts to hang clothes or jackets. I will drill 4 holes at the marks I made. Again, I chose a drill bit one size smaller than the nuts. We are doing it this way so that when we place the nuts over the holes and hammer them in, they will have a tight fit. By the way, if you enjoy these kinds of scrap wood upcycling videos, please drop a like and support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you in advance. The wood I am using is known as pitch pine. It's actually the kind of resinous wood you would burn in your fireplace, but we are upcycling it into a beautiful key holder and coat rack. I will use the machine to sand it again to flatten the protruding parts of the nuts we hammered into the wood. This way, the nuts and the wood will be flush, which will also make it look much better visually. Actually, the dimensions of this wood don't match. We will use the second piece as a top shelf. Now, I will drill 3 holes with a 4 mm drill bit for the screws. Afterwards, I will go over these holes with a countersink bit so that when we drive the screws in, the heads will sit flush with the wood. I am using screws that are 8 centimeters or about 3.1 inches long. Of course, before driving the screws, I stick the pieces together with fast-acting glue so the wood doesn't move. This way, we can drive the screws into the wood much more easily. Before applying the protective sanding sealer to the wood, I wipe it down with a cloth soaked in thinner. After that, I will thoroughly rub cellulosic sanding sealer into the wood using a polishing cloth. Once it dries, I will sand it with fine sandpaper. It is especially important to use fine sandpaper here. This way, we will protect the wood for many years, and the surface will become perfectly smooth and sleek. Let's drill a hole near the edge with a 4 mm or about 5/32 inch drill bit to mount it to the wall. Later, when mounting it to the wall, we will use decorative screw covers. This will create a nice look and hide the ugly screw heads. Let's install the bolts, and then we can mount our rack to the wall. I will glue large washers to the ends of the large bolts so they don't look bad. Making this rack took me exactly 1 hour. You can also go into your workshop on a weekend and make something like this in a few hours. I hope you like this rack. Please share your suggestions or thoughts in the comments, and I would really appreciate it if you liked the video and subscribe to my channel.